everybody. It's not actually from sunny and tropical North Queensland this time. It's from Brisbane. Today is Wednesday, the 26th of May. It's 10 minutes to 9 in the morning, and surgery day, yay! Which is why I've got no makeup on, so I apologise for the ghastly look. Gonna head over to the hospital at about 11:15. And yes, it's been a couple of weeks since I put anything out. Been flat out trying to get ready and finishing up stuff at work and fighting with APRA and superannuation and income protection and rah-de-rah-de-rah. So yeah, just a quick update. Made it through 3 weeks on the pre-op diet. 4 shakes a day, cup of salad at noon with a shake, bit of protein with the salad at night, another shake in the evening if I still needed one. And look, it's doable. Once you got into it, I think the thing that saved me was making the really thick shakes with a lot of ice, and really doing a lot of focusing and meditation about, this is your goal, this is what you do. Probably lost 6 kilos in 3 weeks doing that. Been really busy too. So it is doable for that long. You can do it. Okay, I fell off the wagon once. Do a really stressful day, but hey, it's weird being in a different town to have surgery. It's never happened to me before. I mean, within maybe a couple of 3 hours or 5 hours at the most. But yeah, to be like 3,000 kilometers from where you're from to have surgery is a bit weird. So we rented an apartment, a serviced apartment, Go Quest. It's really nice. It's got everything we need, really great kitchen. I brought my blender, brought my little funky plastic blender, and it packed beautifully. Didn't add any huge amounts of extra weight. And it's doing what I wanted it to do. And had a shake this morning before 7, and now I'm fasting. So, yeah, feelings. Scared shitless and really excited all wrapped up into one, and pretty much just want to get it over with and move on and get on with my life. So spoke to the hospital last night. We did a whole big thing. Because I have obstructive sleep apnea, they mentioned they might put me in intensive care tonight, which was kind of a shock. It was like, oh God, okay. Yeah, and I know, and he's working hospital, so you always have to be in a coma or being really sick and dying to be in intensive care. It is a place where they do look after you, and they want to check your obs all the time, and so that's okay. But it was a bit confronting to hear. I hadn't heard that by anybody before about this procedure. So that's that one. Hopefully we'll get to be a bit coherent by this evening, if not by tomorrow. Just like to give a shout out to Debbie. Hi Debbie, if you're watching. Got your message, so yeah, I have a good feeling this is going to go really good. Be interested to see how well anesthesia is tolerated post-diabetes, post-sleep apnea, so that will be something I will be reporting back on, because I've never experienced anesthesia with these conditions before. So get that one very clinically, I have no doubt. Yeah, other than that, it's been again quite a good week. It has still been a very difficult battle with APRA to get access to my superannuation. Had to give them a lot more information. They didn't seem to understand that we don't have this kind of procedure up in the very far north, and I had to get my surgeon and my general practitioner to write letters, and it was just insulting. So, they kind of looked at this and go, oh, these people just don't get out of Canberra often, do they? Yeah, and I guess that speaks volumes about what kind of healthcare is needed in the far north, and what kind of education is needed about other people in the country, to their fellow citizens who live in remote areas of Australia. It's just not all the same, folks, and you need to realize that we face some incredible challenges, and that needs to be accounted for and factored into your equation when people are asking for access to their money in their superannuation to pay for life-saving surgery. So that's my little dig at Canberra for this morning. I got almost all of what I wanted. I probably got about 2/3 of what I asked for. And that's good. It's going to pay for what it needs to pay for. Most of the money entailed accommodation and transport here, and while we're here, and however long I have to be here, we'll plan for about 3 weeks. Hopefully it'll be less. God, I hope it's not more. Yeah, I still don't have it yet, because then that process takes, a week to 10 days working time. But I've done everything. I've got all the stuff there. It's paperwork. It needs to be processed. And hopefully, by the time I leave Brisbane, it should be done and dusted, and I can pay the credit card. Yeah, but that's been a real challenge. But with a couple of really nice people that I have dealt with at APRA, especially the last lady was really brilliant, and so we'll get there. And then just getting stuff ready to go out at work, and there's just like a million little things to do. And I'm a huge one for keeping lists, so I've done that, and it saved my ass. So I really recommend, because you're going to have so many thoughts going through your head, and you're going to have so many feelings and so many things you're going to need to get done, write it down. It's just easier. And that way, when you tick it off and you ticked off a lot of stuff, you feel like a sense of accomplishment and that you're really getting there. And to any of you who actually got to go to a capital city or really far away, and you've got to take all this crap with you, you gotta have a list, because if you forget it and it's critical, like your insulin or some really important medication, you really need to have it, or you're gonna pay chunks of cash to have it couriered down. I've had to do that for patients before, and it's very, very costly. So those are my tips for this. So just sitting back, hanging around, had a good sleep, looking forward to just sort of getting this over with and moving on, and so there we go. So wish me luck, and I will talk to you again as soon as I possibly can. And I'm having my daughter is going to do some videoing, so I can at least see the things I'm incoherent to see. Can't promise you I'm actually going to YouTube that, folks. Just really depends. Probably not, but I might show a little snapshot here and there. I definitely will talk about what happened and how things went and what to expect, because that's one of the hardest things about having any kind of surgery is you're not really sure what your expectation of what really is and what will be. Of course, everyone's going to be different, but it's to get it as many different viewpoints as you can really opens up and alleviates a lot of fear. So you've got some idea of some of the things that you might experience, or seen too many people go in and have absolutely no idea. And ignorance was not bliss in those cases, and they were just terrified, and that made the recoveries really, really difficult. So, anyway, so good day, Australia, and I will see you post-surgery.